Okay guys, so I've arrived at Colson's Frog Camp for the first day of the Texas Endurance Runs. Again, my goal is to just get 100K each of the 2 days. We're starting at 6 p.m. right now. It's 5:15. It was a pretty horrendous drive, lots of traffic getting over here, but we're here. And I've got about 45 minutes to the start, so I need to go pick up my packet and get ready to go. Hey guys, so this is our setup. We have put our cars right along the course for personal aid. I've got my car along here, and right up here is the start finish line and where the timing tent is, where they'll be timing us during the race. We've also got, it's also where we'll get aid. And here they've got a cool building where we can go in and heat up warm food or go rest inside during the race.
And if something happens and that one backs up for any reason, I'll open up the lodge and we can use the bathrooms in there. But according to our contract with the camp, I have to clean everything. So that's why I generally prefer it if nobody goes to the lodge. So hopefully we can get by with just these two. John, you got a question?
No, Ray's here.
Okay.
Sponsor announcement.
Okay. And now a word from our sponsor, Ray. Hi, Ray. Hi. Hi. That is a word. Ray's donating coffee. I don't have any brewed yet. We'll start brewing it probably.
I know you. Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Jay?
Good. How are you doing, Lauren?
Good.
2, 1.
Good luck.
Thanks. Okay. I'm gonna sprint out a little bit. Okay guys, so I'm a little over 6 miles in. I am told that the weather, that it's 98 or 99 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is a bit warm out here. I'm really looking forward to the sun going down. Get out of the sun and probably feel a little better. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and do a time warp of a full loop on this next one. I'm going to go ahead and do it before it gets dark. Just to give people a chance to see what the loop looks like. It's 1.25 miles around. Anyway. Hey guys, so on the first day, starting at Friday night 6 p.m. I started the race. It was already pretty hot. I think it was close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We took off and I decided to go pretty slow from the beginning. I was gonna run 2 minutes and walk 1 minute and alternate that as long as I could, and then knew I would slow down after that. I really hadn't trained properly. I've really had trouble in the summer running in the heat. I've only done 2 double-digit runs all summer going into this. I had run one 10-miler and I had run one 13-miler. So I knew it was going to be kind of a slog. But I just really wanted to try to get to my 99th and 100th finishes in. I started kind of thinking about that probably a year and a half ago when I realized I was up to like 90 combined marathon and ultras. So I was able to continue the alternating running 2 minutes and walking 1 minute for probably the first 8 miles. And then I slowed down and walked with a friend, and I think I ended up walking too long with some friends and never really could get myself running again. So I really basically walked the last 24 miles that I did on Friday night into Saturday morning. But I had a lot of fun visiting. I spent a whole lot of time walking with my friends Ginger and Kathy and Dina, as well as seeing several other friends out there. It was a good time. Really enjoyed it, other than just got really tired. I think I finished the 50K and my watch actually set a little under 31 miles. So I went ahead and walked another loop just to make sure. So I ended up officially with 32 and a half miles on the Friday night run walk. And got to the finish. They gave us the I got a finisher's medal that was handmade ceramic that Kay, the race director, makes. I also received a sticker for finishing a 50K. They had stickers available for people doing various distances. The lowest distance they had was 50K, but you could get a sticker for 50K, 50 miles, 100K, 100 miles, 150K, I think all the way up to 200 miles. Because there were people that could get big distances doing the 48-hour. And actually last year I got one of those stickers for doing 100 miles in the 48 hours. So anyway, very happy to get those stickers, and I'll show those now. I didn't tell y'all, but my wife made a sign that went on the back of my shirt that told people that I was doing my 99th and 100th marathons. Please don't let me do not finish. Keep pushing me. So I wore that both on Friday night and Saturday night, and that was a neat thing because people then knew what was going on, and they spoke to me about it. It was pretty cool. Anyway, I got home early Saturday. I got home Saturday morning, probably about 4:30 a.m. I did have some trouble sleeping, but I tried to do my best to. I took a shower and went to sleep, and was trying to get as much rest as possible to come back Saturday. And then I'll just move on to Saturday. Okay, on Saturday I got up and was feeling extremely tired. My feet were pretty sore. Partly there's a little section that you go over in the course that is pretty rocky. It wasn't better this year. They had improved it. They paved a little section of it, and the rocks were a little bit more down in the ground, so it didn't tear up your feet as bad, but my feet were still sore from going over it. I was so extremely tired and having trouble waking up, and I decided to go get my Run Happy shirt. It's a race shirt that I got from a race that I did some years ago, and it has a big yellow shirt with a smiley face, and I decided to try that and see if it'll help my attitude. So that's what I wore on Saturday. We got out to the race. My wife came with me. My two kids came and joined us a little bit later. I started out from the beginning, not really running. I was walking the flats and uphills and running the downhills. That's what I did from the beginning. And I felt a little less social because I was kind of cranky from being so tired. So I didn't really run with people or stick with them the whole time. Now I still talked, and as we were passing to people, I still got to visit both before the start and maybe at the aid station. I'd still talk to people. I really enjoyed that, but I just wanted to kind of be in my own head and focus on finishing the thing. We weren't real far into the race on Saturday, and I decided instead of going for the 50K, all I really need is a marathon, so I was going to do a marathon instead. Felt super tired, but was able to keep going, still running the downhills, walking the flats, until I got to around mile 13 or so. And I was really down and not feeling real good. My daughter jumped in and started walking with me, and she walked a couple loops, so she walked 2.5 miles with me. During that time, I was starting to stagger and not really walk real well. And then when she finished doing 2.5 loops, my son jumped in and did a loop with me. And I just totally walked those 3 loops. But after they left, and I had been struggling so much, I decided I was just going to force myself. I was determined to finish because I had the sign. I was telling people I was doing my 100th. My family showed up. They had a 100 in balloons on top of my car. They brought cupcakes and cookies to share with other runners to celebrate my 100th. The race director bought balloons that said 100 on it to let everybody know. Even my friend Angela, who's race director, her company name is Running the Distance. She puts on 9 marathons a year out at Bachman Lake in Dallas. She came out there and she made signs with a picture of me and saying Jay's 100th on it, and put those a couple places on the course. I took off the pictures off of one of the signs, so I will show you the pictures that she put on the signs for me. So I was being encouraged throughout the race from people on the course to finish. So I had to push through. And after I left my daughter, I started running the downhill, still walking the flats and uphills. And I started feeling better after a while. Part of that might have been my wife gave me an iced coffee to drink at one of the stops, and I also had a piece of pizza. Maybe the food and a little bit of caffeine helped out. But I started feeling better. I just kept up the running the downhills until probably the last loop or so, and then I ran most of the last loop. I was actually feeling better toward the end, but I just decided marathon was still plenty. I didn't need to do a 50K to meet my real goal, so I decided to call it quits there. And got to the finish and went inside the little building, got some pictures with my family next to the 100 balloons, and ate a cupcake and a cookie, cooled down a bit, and we called it a night, packed up and went home. So it actually was a very good experience. Glad I was able to finish what I was aiming for. I hope I haven't bored you a lot with my rambling, but anyway, I've got a few pictures and I'll show my Relive video from the second night now. If you like the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I usually I will talk about my running. I'll talk about training methods, things that, little tips. I also do product reviews just on, I'm not sponsored, so it's just things that I bought to use for myself. I'll talk about how it has worked for me. Anyway, if you're interested in any of that, please consider subscribing to the channel. And other than that, I hope you're having a great day and keep moving.